The evening drips like honey, oh so slow.
And my other cousin who's 20, I guess, falling in love. And the 19-year-old likes his phone. Oh wow. I was asking them like, what are the girls listening to? Like, what's going on? And she likes his phone. But then she we fucked up because she was like, I don't really like Harry Styles, so right. Okay. Alright. 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 Okay. Alright. Ice cream. Like literally ice cream. I'm like, well, girl, I want that. Good morning. Good morning. How do I show you this cute kitty? Good morning, guys. Let me close the door because the cats, you guessed it, are fighting.
Thanks for this. Like, you guys are eating a lot. And she goes, not me being fat shamed by Clarabelle. And then Brittany was saying jokes, Jason was saying jokes. It was so funny. Right. And then I was like, woo, Clarabelle. And then she's like, oh, comes over, takes picture of his Tate. He's like, I'm going to kill you. And then all these other ones, Donald Duck came by.
Every single one.
And I was dying, right? And I was telling Brittany, man, they're just attracted to Tate. She goes, no, it's because you're making eye contact. I was like, no, I'm not. And then I was all looking at him because I was you know? And it was so funny. Now we were dying, but anyway, that's another. So we had the dinner, then we had the show. This guy. Anyway, I'm going too much into this, but fast forward, after we had the dinner and the show, the funsies, we go to watch the new parade, which is bitchin', by the way.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever when it comes to parade.
Is it the light parade? Is that what they call it?
Color lights,
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck it's called.
It was awesome.
It was literally the best parade I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And one of our friends that works at Disney, his name's Maddie, he's like, I'm telling you, this is the best one. And he was not lying.
No.
So I'm enjoying it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Drew and them, like, they're ordering corn dogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coming back, and I go, oh, let me have a bite of that corn dog.
Mm-hmm.
And I took a bite of the corn dog, and I gave it back to her, and as soon as I bit it and I ate it, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
So remember what my CB say? Did you say for stomach? As soon as I ate it, I already knew I had food poisoning.
Yeah.
That's how fast my shit works, you guys. And so I was like, oh no, okay, maybe let me drink some water.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's fine. And then I remember I've been gluten-free for over a week now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I kind of felt inflamed and whatnot. And I was like, but I had corn muffins at the dinner, and it didn't bother me at all.
Sure.
But I think it was the oil, because my stomach is very sensitive to certain oils
Sure.
and too much sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you guys, I was putting on my own show over there. I tried so hard because I knew I was going to have to throw up.
Yeah.
And when I get food poisoning, I know within the first 20 minutes, and this was in the first 30 seconds. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I held on to it. The parade was over. Then the fireworks started.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of people sitting in front of us, right? Because we were sitting in those chairs. We had reservations. And they were sitting in front of us. And I was like, I can't. I was mapping out in my mind where the closest bathroom is. I'm like, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. There's too many people. And I'm like, and then I'm scoping out, and I'm sitting next to this railing where there's like a planter.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's got to be the planter. And then I waited as long as I could. And then when these big fireworks come up, whoa, like into the planter, like 6 times.
Yeah, it was great.
But here's how talented I am, was because I have a tissue paper stomach. I'm a professional vomiter, so when the fires were going off, I was trying to get it out as much as I could, and it was projectile. It was like a fire hose. And then when the fireworks stopped, I was waiting, and then I waited for fireworks again, and I was, But I'm also a whisper vomiter, if you will. And every time I was vomiting, I was pouring water on it because I didn't want the people in front of me to smell it.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. Anyway, all I have to say, I ruined Disneyland yesterday.
Oh, she didn't ruin it. It was at the end. That was the fireworks show. It was done after that. We were going to go home.
I know, but the nurse had to come because Drew got scared.
Well, Maddie was...
I know.
He was going to call the nurse anyway.
I know.
So.
But anyway, that was my Zoomie, because that was the second time I vomited at Disneyland. The other time I had the good fortune of being in the bathroom already, so I was like, I got this. But anyway, there you go. a recap of yesterday.
For you.
All right, let's jump into we have a lot of comments.
I made myself some oatmeal with peanut butter, honey, bananas, and I'm going to add a couple little chocolate chips. Yeah, they taste fine. The jar just smells like... Oh, that'll do it. This was a pickle jar. And I'm like, does it smell like vinegar? But they don't taste like pickles. Anyways, I'm going to sit here and eat this and enjoy my morning.
And then you go and then you end up ending up there's some shame attached to that because you know you were being like cuckoo bananas.
And then you let time go and it's been years and then...
Well, even if you don't get to that part, I'm talking about a fresh one.
Oh, sure.
Right? A fresh one, like eat my last potato tot. Doesn't that sound ridiculous? I'm sure you can think of some dumb shit too. You're like, you wore my hat without asking, or I don't know what.
Yeah.
Like, if it's your fault and you took it out of context, or you just blew it up out of proportion and didn't because maybe you were in a mood,
Sure.
or maybe you got some bad news, or maybe someone was treating you badly,
Sure.
so you project it on someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that case is, if you know you were in the wrong, say sorry and say it quick.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will turn into 10 years later or whatever.
You know, you know. I know, you know.
Sentences, right? Like, get rid of your grudges, unless they're really, really good ones, like me, keep them in your altar. I'm always like, darling, I love you. And then 9 minutes in, we're talking about stuff that we're really going through. You know what I mean? So, I hope you got some good takeaways.
Yeah.
In fact, I know some of you did. And if you have any questions, DM us. And if you have any amp rags, DM us. Or drop it in the comments.
Keep sharing, please.
And keep sharing. Maybe we should have a whole segment of, like, an honor. Like, we have our amp rag section, and then we'll, like, honor pets and people that you love that you have passed on.
Sure.
Maybe we'll do a quick one on that.
I'm down with that. We just did one today for Dexter.
I know, Dexter!
Rest in peace.
Rest in love, Dexter. So, okay, you guys, we love you. Thank you for coming in to our home for the 22nd episode of Season 2.
That bro is good, but not this one.
On the last few days of LA, I got taken into this guy's house, and he was sponsored by an alcohol company, quite a few actually, and got pretty wasted all times, and I was sitting underneath a tree with my phone, just putting in lyrics, this is how I feel, and I came up with this song, and it is called Wake Me Up.
Since I was quite pissed, it's a little silly.
Because I was really pissed, it is quite silly. Bear that in mind. I should ink my skin with your name and take my passport out again and just replace it. See, I could do without a tan on my left hand when my fourth finger meets my knuckle. And I should run you a hot bath, fill it up with bubbles. 'Cause maybe you're lovable, and maybe you're my snowflake, and your eyes turn 'cause I love the way you flick it off your shoulder. And you will never know just how beautiful you are to me. But maybe I'm just in love when you wake me up. And would you ever feel guilty?
So when I do my brows, I don't use pomade because I lost my brush and I don't want to pay for another brush. Even though I have a lot of makeup brushes, paint brushes, if I really wanted to, I could use one of those. But I haven't because I don't want to contaminate brows with turpentine and whatever the fuck. So yeah, I just use brow tint and then I carve my eyebrows. I'm skipping showers and skipping rocks. I'm gonna go talk to Eder in person because I think that's really cool when you can go in person and find your friends at their job. I'm gonna ask him to make me a couple of stickers, and I can only afford a drip coffee right now. Isn't that really funny? I'm low on rent. I'm gonna try to figure out how to make as much money in these past couple of days, but it takes. To make money, you gotta spend money. Okay? So I'm gonna go around asking people for money. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go ask Eder to make me stickers. I'm gonna buy a cheap cup of coffee. I'm gonna make my ass come back and we're gonna be printing out prints. Okay. I just got really nervous and that coffee's gonna make it worse, but that's all I can afford.
rap fluffy, yeah.
Il faut que tu m'expliques un peu mieux comment te dire adieu.